Hey guys, welcome to the first episode of the Oasis League, Week 1 versus Regen. So just going to go over some prep that I did before the battle, just to make things clear going to the battle. The battle is going to happen right after the prep actually, so yeah, it's going to be about 10 minutes from now, so that's what I got here. So going up against Regen, his team is very much a rain team looking at it, with grassy terrain. There's some ups and downs to that. Upsides is that I can abuse the grassy terrain myself and get some healing on stuff like Quillfish, which won't take as much damage from stuff like Earthquake from Swampert. Swampert only getting Stomping Tantrum, I believe, as his other ground move, which would be weaker. So Quillfish should be able to do pretty well in this game if he brings Bulu especially. Otherwise, Quillfish's goal here is just set spikes, but I should probably just start with Cinderace in the top. So Cinderace is here is mostly just a cleaner. It's Life Orb over Heavy Duty Boost because I want it to maximize damage. I think it does pretty well here. Pyro Ball will be weakened by rain, but the goal is to play around for the first little bit without revealing the Electro Ball with the Pelipper, just to kind of bait that in. And if we can take that out, that lets our Tyranitar be the one to take over the weather. And when this team is dealing with sand, it's going to be a lot worse. Because Zapdos is probably going to want to run Heavy Duty Boots, so sand will be hitting that, and Leftovers will be helping with that. Dusclops isn't going to appreciate the sand. No Speed Boot for Swampert. Armaldo actually gets a little bit better, but we should be able to deal with that. But I suppose moving on to the Tyranitar, yes. Tyranitar just is single attack with Earthquake and then Stealth Rocks, just because I want to get some chip on whatever I can. Some stuff is switching around. Not going to do too much in this game, but he does have a couple Rock Leaf Mons in Zapdos and Incineroar, Pelipper, Armaldo. So unless all of those are running Heavy Duty Boots, Rocks might be good here. Paired with the spikes from Quillfish, that should be pretty good for wearing down his team, which is kind of the goal. Toxic is there just to catch stuff coming in, like the Pelipper and the Swampert, hit that Toxic, get it worn down over time. There's actually 4 Pokemon on my team with Toxic, so I'm really going for the wear down stall kind of game here. I don't really want to deal with the rain. I'm just going to try and take hits as best as I can and then hit back. I guess Quillfish is next here. Quillfish is definitely going to be a pain if I play it right. The spikes is good for setting up. His only defog mon is his Pelipper, and then there's Rapid Spin on his Armaldo. So that's pretty good. Oh, well, and there's Zapdos too. But Zapdos actually can't beat Quillfish in one hit because we're running a special defensive set, unless he's a modest max special attack set. He can't actually Oko the Quillfish, so having Toxic for that is nice. That will help wear it down. Even if it spams Roost, I can hopefully deal with that over time. Bring in the Tyranitar. I mean, just kind of... If I can pressure it, the Steelix also does good versus it. If rain is up especially, Steelix is a really good time versus the Zapdos, although I guess Weather Ball is something added. So I might have to watch out for that, but Substitute Protection there, just for that. Zapdos is actually one of the biggest threats to the team. Up next is Mischievous. Mischievous is here just to spread more status. Will-O-Wisp and Thunder Wave are there. Just everything has Toxic otherwise. I want to be able to do stuff like Paralyze the Ferrothorn and the Trialgy. That would be nice, being able to spam Hex on them. Toxic is usually better in most cases, but there is some where the Thunder Wave or Will-O-Wisp might do better. Swampert is another example. It's a physically defensive Mischievous, so it's going to be able to come in and take 1 or 2 hits from Swampert. And if we get the Will-O-Wisp off, it'll be especially easy to take on the Swampert and make the game a lot easier. Looking at his team, one of the big weaknesses I saw was he doesn't have a very good Cleric. I don't know if he has a Cleric at all, actually. So that's why Status Fan is going to be really good in this game. Up next is the Steelix. Steelix is here with Toxic, Earthquake, Substitute Protect. As before, it kind of fulfills the same role as my Tyranitar in this game. I mean, Earthquake, Toxic Protect, only difference between the two is Stealth Rocks versus Substitute. I could potentially add Overprotect. I could go Rock Sign Tyranitar. That might help with the Zapdos some more. That's something I might do last minute. I'll say at the start of the game if I decide to do that. Rock Slide or Stone Edge. But just right now it's at Protect. And then last but not least, I have Vaporeon here just here to keep things healthy. It's going to be nice to keep the Sealix healthy. It takes the Swampert water attack. It'll sit in front of the Pelipper pretty much all day. Also another Pokemon where I could consider changing something, because I could go Hydration over the Water Absorb. That would let me never get beaten by Pelipper if it chooses to Toxic us. But for now, it's also one of those cases where I've got what I've got. I think Hydration might be better if not for the fact that I might have Sand Stream up a good bit of the time. So that also is a consideration. So kind of funny showing off the team right now when they don't even know if it's finalized. But the Rock Slide on Tyranitar / Stone Edge and the Hydration on Vaporeon are about the only things that I would really consider changing. Everything else here seems pretty good. I'm pretty happy going to this match. So I guess I'm just gonna message Regen and see about getting that match started, and I'll see you in just a moment. Okay, here in the battle now. No grassy terrain, so that's gonna be a pain to deal with, and I really do want to see the Gouge here, so that's gonna be a little pain. I kind of like the Mischievous here to start. One sec. Just turning off mod join so people can actually join the game. Looking at this, Mischievous is alright to start. Bluefish is alright. I really wasn't expecting Armaldo though. That's one of the big things I wasn't expecting. Rocks I like here because I can try setting them up right away. There's 3 Pokemon with the rock, so that's all their boots. I should be good. Zapdos starts here, so that's almost perfect. I could Toxic, or I like Toxic here actually. Nothing wants to take this Toxic except Dragalge, and Dragalge isn't going to be able to do much against the Tyranitar. So immediately missing a Toxic, that's really nice. Missing the first attack of the game. He's Brick Break, but that's not too much of a problem. We take those. If he's gonna Brick Break again, that's good. Earthquake's easy, and he goes for Earthquake. I'm already throwing the game, so that's a good start. So we lose the spikes right away. Missing that immediate Toxic was not good at all. That really threw things off. I can Hex here, and that's about all I can do. X-Cloud can come in on it. I can Thunder Wave in that case. Dragalge is going to come in, and I'm going to Thunder Wave. I take the Toxic Spike, so that's good. And I'm just going to spam a bit of Hex here to get some damage because I'm going to just have to deal with these spikes. So I pretty much lost this game right away. This is really not good at all. Luckily, Mischievous and Sealix aren't going to be affected by the spikes. So that's good. Losing that Quillfish was really, really bad. I should not have let that go down. But we're getting really good RNG here. And it looks like I'm pretty much taking this game with this alone. I'm very tempted. I could Hex here, or I could go straight into Tyranitar. I think I just want to... I changed the Lick... I'm not Water Absorbed, so that's actually really good. So that means I don't have to deal with that. And he gets a crit. So, really, really bad. This game is going in no way my favor, so... At least we got to that, and we put this at really low health. it's pretty much just up to Steelix claiming the late game, but I don't even know if that's possible at this point. I can just hex here. Sand is back. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty much game, honestly. You're gonna waterfall. I'm gonna lose a lot of health there. And yeah, I don't really have any good answers anymore. So that Vaporeon getting crit was really, really bad. I don't think I died to that. I could be wrong. And yeah, this is pretty much a game right here. This is probably going to have Weather Ball. And I'm a defensive Steelix, so this is going to be a really short week 1, so that really sucks. Missing that Toxic was bad on Swampert to begin with. Okay, I'm fine with this. Aqua Jet isn't going to be doing that much. I'm actually really okay with this. As I'm just going to Earthquake here. And there goes that. So I don't think Cinderace can just win this. I think it's still a loss. This is... and that takes out the Zapdos, but I don't think we can beat the X-Cloud 1v1. If we had high jump kick, we could have won this game. Unfortunately, we don't, so we're gonna miss Pyro Ball and the game. GG. Unfortunately, that was a really, really bad week 1. RNG had no favor for us. Yeah. I don't want to be that guy that just says status and RNG lost the game, but missing the Toxic at the start was bad. Just everything went wrong that could have gone wrong. So that was we got crit with Vaporeon and then missed the Pyro Ball, which didn't really matter, but it just kind of sucks that we missed rolls that were all 20%, mostly in our favor. 20% chance of getting the bad roll. So I guess that's week 1. Hopefully week 2 will go better. It was a close match at the very least, so good game there. If I had the high jump kick and we hit it, we could have actually won that game, so that really sucks. Yeah, I guess that's it, so see you in week 2.